All right. So today we're doing a deep dive into Sergi Sai Mora and his approach to like personal transformation. You've been exploring his work, and we're here to unpack it all from his kind of unique background to his transformation total method.
Yeah.
And we'll also hear from people who've actually like worked with him and experienced his coaching.
Right.
So are you ready to see if Sergi's your guy?
Yeah. I think what's really interesting from the start is how Sergi kind of bridges this gap between like practicality and then this kind of profound personal change.
Right.
You know, he's got the business background.
Yeah.
Which makes you think, okay, he's got that results-oriented mindset.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then you dig a little deeper and you find out about this like life-altering spiritual experience he had back in 1992. It seems like it just totally changed his perspective.
Totally. And I think that's what's so compelling about his story.
Right.
You know, he's not just someone who's like talking the talk. He's really walked this path of self-discovery and transformation himself.
Yeah.
And he's very open about his struggles, too.
Yeah.
You know, he talks about self-doubt and timidity and even fear of rejection.
Yeah. It's refreshing.
Yeah.
He's not just like this untouchable guru, like up on a mountaintop somewhere. Like he's been in the trenches.
Totally.
Dealt with like the same human stuff we all face.
Yeah.
It makes you want to like really lean in and hear what he's learned.
Exactly. And what really comes through strongly in all these materials is just like his deep commitment to helping other people find that same kind of inner peace and fulfillment. It feels way less like a job to him and more like a calling.
Okay, so let's get into like the heart of his approach.
Okay.
What he calls the Sergi system.
Okay.
He's got this core equation. Success equals being times doing equals having.
Right.
So it's not just about like changing your actions, is it?
No, not at all.
No.
He really argues that being is the foundation.
Okay.
Like before you can even change your actions, the doing, or achieve that lasting success, like having, you really have to cultivate like a strong sense of self-awareness.
Right.
It's about aligning your inner world with your aspirations.
So it's about like figuring out who you are at your core.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's about really understanding your values and your beliefs and your motivations.
Mm.
And Sergi believes that this inner work is really essential for change to last.
That makes a lot of sense. And then he takes it a step further with this power of three concept, right?
Yeah.
Wisdom, love, and power.
Yes.
What's the breakdown there?
He describes wisdom as that clarity of self-understanding that we were just talking about.
Okay.
And then there's love. And he's talking about self-love and self-acceptance.
Right.
The kind that creates that really solid foundation for healthy relationships.
Okay. And then there's power.
Yes, but not like power over other people or anything like that, but really this inner strength and willpower and the ability to take action and create the life that you envision.
So it's about like harnessing your own agency in a way.
Exactly. Sergi really emphasizes that you already have that power within you to shape your reality, but it's about tapping into that power and using it constructively.
So it sounds like you need all three of those things, the wisdom, the love, and the power all working together to really transform.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're all interconnected.
Okay.
You know, for example, without that self-awareness, the wisdom, it can be really hard to cultivate genuine self-love. That's the love.
Right.
And then without that foundation of self-love, it's really challenging to step into your full power, the power.
Right. And this is where his signature 7-session program, the TT7 method, comes into play.
Exactly.
The TT7 method is designed to kind of guide you through this process of integrating the wisdom, the love, and the power to create lasting change.
Exactly. And it's a step-by-step process that you go through.
So it's about more than just talking about change.
Yeah.
It's about actually giving you the tools and the structure to make it happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he provides personalized plans and practical tools and even access to a library of video content to support you even after the 7 sessions are done.
Okay, so we've covered Sergi's background and his core philosophy and this really intriguing TT7 method.
Right.
But what's it actually like to work with him?
Right.
What happens in a Sergi Sai Mora coaching session? What's that experience like?
Well, with Sergi, you're in for like something really unique.
Okay.
It's not just like straight coaching. He actually blends coaching and mentoring and even some therapeutic techniques.
Okay.
He brings in stuff like NLP and breath work. He's really drawing from like a whole toolkit to like customize the approach for each client.
That emphasis on personalization, that seems to be like a big part of his work.
Totally. And that's where his Plan de Vida or Life Plan comes in.
Okay, I'm really curious about this plan de vita. Like, what exactly is it, and how does it actually work?
So it's based on ancient wisdom traditions, and it's like this personalized roadmap.
Okay.
So imagine like a guide that helps you decipher your core strengths.
Right.
Pinpoint your challenges, and then like align with your life's purpose.
Right.
That's like the essence of the plan de vita.
So it's like connecting you with your own inner compass in a way.
Exactly. And it gives you those practical steps that you can actually take to bridge the gap between where you are now and where you want to be.
We actually have an audio clip from one of Sergi's clients reacting to their plan de vita.
Oh, wow.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
You could just hear the emotion in their voice. It's like they finally understood themselves on this like deeper level.
It's so powerful, right?
Yeah.
And this clip really shows the impact that Sergi's approach can have. And there's also this really interesting thing with Sergi. He offers this first session guarantee.
Right. He offers a money-back guarantee if you don't connect after the first session.
Exactly.
Which is pretty bold.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But it shows how much he believes in his work.
Right.
He's not just trying to make a sale or anything.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure that his clients are comfortable and confident moving forward.
It's refreshing to see that level of commitment.
Totally.
Okay, so let's actually hear from some people who've experienced his coaching firsthand.
Okay.
I mean, their experiences can be so valuable.
Yeah.
Benito, for example, he said, "It feels like everything around me distills love now after working with Sergi."
Wow.
That's quite a statement.
It really is. It speaks to how this work can create these profound shifts.
Yeah.
You know, it's about changing how you see the world around you.
Totally. And then there's Alex, who said that Sergi helped him experience the transformation of my feelings. So it's not just about like thinking differently. It's about like feeling differently too.
Right. That emotional transformation is really important for change to last.
Right.
And Sergi's really good at helping people tap into and process those like deeper emotions that might be holding them back.
It's like he gives you the tools to like work through them in a constructive way. This next one really resonated with me. Marta F. described her life before Sergi as like a 1,000-piece puzzle with no instructions. Now it's half built.
Wow. Yeah.
I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Totally. That feeling of being lost,
right,
overwhelmed, not sure how to put the pieces together.
Yeah.
And Sergi provides that framework, that sense of direction. And he's there with you as you start putting those pieces together into something that makes more sense.
And finally, Bruna said that Sergi taught me tools to identify, recognize, and move forward from sabotaging emotions.
Yeah.
Which feels like that's a huge part of what he does.
Totally.
Helping you like recognize and break free from those self-sabotaging patterns.
Exactly. He empowers you to change.
Right.
He gives you the tools and the support and the guidance. But ultimately, it's about you taking charge and creating the life that you want.
So what does all of this mean for you, the listener?
Yeah.
What have we learned about Sergi Sai Mora and his approach to personal transformation?
Well, if you're feeling stuck or unfulfilled or just unsure of your path, Sergi's approach might really speak to you.
He really seems to offer a path forward from that.
He does. And it's not about like, you know, quick fixes or anything like that. This is about real inner work.
Right.
That can really impact all areas of your life.
It's the kind of work that takes commitment, but it can really pay off.
Yeah, exactly. And he challenges you to.
Okay.
He really encourages you to ask yourself, what am I getting out of staying stuck? Which could be kind of a tough question.
Yeah.
But it's so powerful.
It makes you really think about why you might be holding yourself back.
Yeah, totally. And sometimes that's like the key to unlocking real change.
Even for someone who's not sure about working with Sergi directly,
there's
still a lot to learn from him.
Totally.
Like his ideas about self-awareness and self-love and taking action, those are all important.
Absolutely.
No matter what.
For anybody on their own journey.
It's like this deep dive has given us like a new way of thinking about personal transformation.
Yeah.
Like a roadmap.
Totally.
Even if we never actually end up having like a coaching session with Sergi ourselves.
Right. Yeah. And we all have that ability to change within us.
Right.
It might take some guidance or support and definitely inner work, but we all have that potential.
So think of this deep dive as like a little nudge, a little bit of inspiration.
Exactly.
To start your own journey of transformation.
As you're thinking back on everything we talked about today, what really stood out to you, what are you going to do today to move a little bit closer to your full potential?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of Sergi Sai Mora.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep growing, and keep unlocking that potential within you.